That was not the
Yeah.
case for me. I
Yeah. So hold on.
literally
Let me
told you I
just.
studied. So, for example, verses like this, right? Scary.
Yeah.
Married women are forbidden for you except those your right hand possesses.
Uh-huh.
As a woman, okay, how am I supposed to believe that a verse like this is coming from the most high God that I'm supposed to be obsessed with, that I'm supposed to worship, that my whole life is supposed to revolve around, right?
Oh,
And
okay.
then and wait, I'm
Hold on,
not
hold on,
done.
hold on,
I'm
hold on,
not
Sandra. Can we
done.
do one?
Hold
Hold on.
on.
Can we do
I
one day at a
hate when you
time?
scream, hey, hey. It's not my fault that you can't track. Take
Can we do?
notes.
No, I got you. Can
No,
we do
I'm
one
not
point
done.
at a
I don't
time?
like doing that. No, because when you go for
No,
20
let her get
minutes.
it out, dude. Let her get it
Oh
out,
my
man. Come on.
God. And then smiting them at their necks. And then all these things about kafar and Christians and Jews. And then beating your wife. And then marrying little girls. And then all these things the women have to stay in the house, this, that, and the third. All, like after you read the book, you get your heart starts filling up with hate. I'm not
I,
joking. This is my experience towards Christians and towards Jews because of everything that's in the Quran. You can't help it. It starts to seep in. So I
I
just
got you.
looked at myself, okay, all these evil verses, how can this come from a God? And then you study the historicity or like what the historical evidence is of this religion, and you can't find anything outside of Islam. Bro, it's not just one thing. Then you look into like the things that were plagiarized from Gnostic writings, from the Talmud, etc., from like Arabic poetry that came hundreds of years before the Quran. It is too many things. It's not just anecdotal evidence, brother. Go
Okay, you
ahead.
done? Yeah. Okay. So, scary. I want you to realize, and scary. I feel like you kind of you be keeping it real. You know what I mean? Like for the most part, based on what I've seen from you, right? You do realize Sandra ain't really spitting facts. She just she doing what's called the appeal to emotion fallacy. She just get
Now, yo, hold
emotional.
on a second. Just to be
Oh,
fair, though, she
yeah,
is giving you what her reasons are. Obviously, she's not going to sit here and pull out all the verses on you right now.
I got you.
But if it really needs to, I'm sure we can, she can, I know I can. So just address her point,
Okay,
Pretend
I
like
got you.
you know, because I'm pretty sure you know what she's getting at, right? Like when she tells you that these stories are plagiarized, that's a common accusation that people make about Islam. When she
I
tells you
got you.
about women's rights, like right hand possession and marrying kids and all that, you know what that's about. So just address it.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Let me just address your points then, Sandra. So Sandra, let me go and tell you this. And Sandra, like all jokes aside, like I know we got you know what I'm saying, we got history and stuff. I'll be joking a lot, but I actually like want to have a serious conversation with you, right? When you bring up the verses, you talking about the right hand possession, beat your wife, all this nonsense that you spewing, right? At the end of the day, I'm going to challenge you, but before I challenge you, I found something interesting that you said. You said you can't help but feel some kind of resentment towards Christians and Jews because after you read the book, you can't help but feel that way. That's funny because I think I read the same Quran you read. Because every time, hold on, matter of fact, let me pull out my Quran right now, real quick, before I address every point she said. Let me get my Quran out. Let me open up the first page.
It's a book of hate. I'm
I got you. Hold
sorry.
on, Sergeant, hold on. I didn't cut you off, right? Remember
It's
that?
the truth.
So, and by the way, Scary Owls, and Sergeant know this, but I'm going to make sure that Scary Owls understand this as well. And this is the beginning of every chapter except one, where God says, in the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful. All praise for God, right? Or not in every chapter, but that's just the first verse, Fatah, right? And I read that in the beginning of every chapter when I read the Quran. When I read the Quran, I'm like, man, my God is so merciful. My God is so compassionate. But then it's interesting you said you brought up the right hand possession, that verse, right? Just that one little verse talking about the context of war, right? That's interesting. And we could go back and forth on what that means. But you believe Jesus is the God of the Old Testament. Let's look at Deuteronomy, right? If a man grapes a child girl, the punishment for that man is he must, no, scary, hold on. He must marry that virgin and pay her father 50 shekels. Is that quote?
All right, let me answer this. Okay, so brother, yeah. First of all, that is a punishment. Okay.
Hey, hold on.
Wait,
That's a
can I?
part.
Wait,
hold on. Scary. Hold on, scary. You're
wait.
not even a
Before we run
Christian,
to the
brother. You're not even
Bible,
a. Yeah. Oh,
no. I don't
I
understand why you're going to the Bible when you haven't reconciled chapter 4, verse 24.
What's
Okay?
that? What is that?
Let's just say everything that you're saying about the Bible is true, which it isn't, and I can debunk you on anything you bring up about the Torah, and I can do it so beautifully too, and I'd love to have that opportunity to debunk you on your claims, but let's put
I
that on
got
the side right now. I don't think it's fair for you to run to Deuteronomy right now when you haven't explained chapter 4 verse 24, because what
you
Allah
said
is
chapter
saying
4,
here
chapter 4,
is, I'm speaking what Allah
chapter 4,
is
chapter 4, verse
424.
420.
Married women are forbidden to you except for those your right hand possesses.
Chapter 4, verse 24.
Deal with that. Let's go through the
Yeah,
entirety
I got you.
of its
Okay,
meaning. Let's go to the tafsir. Let's go to hadith. Let's go to the jurisprudence. Let's see how this is adjudicated. Let's see what the consensus is. And then after you prove to me that this is not, that you can in fact grape your right hand possessions
I got
even if they're married, then we can move on to
Yeah,
Deuteronomy.
I
Because
got
that's
you.
crazy. Y'all be running to the Bible to save you,
Yeah,
but the only time the Bible is going to save you if you're actually believers
I
in the
feel that.
Bible.
I feel you on
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
Can I respond to you, my daughter? Right quick?
You sound so far away.
Do you hear me?
No, we don't hear
Let
you.
me turn off my headphones. Let me get my
We don't hear
headphones.
you still, yo. Yeah, we still don't hear you. Oh, you're in copy of now.
Hey, you hear me now, brother?
Yeah.
Okay. So can I respond to my daughter in Christ?
Your daughter in Christ.
Yeah, my daughter in Christ, Sajda. Yeah.
Don't, I'm nothing to you, bro. Like, don't
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
Okay, my
Just
sister in
answer.
Christ. Whatever the hell you want me
I'm not
called
your
it.
sister either because you're not in Christ.
Can't be your sister in Christ either. You can't say that, yo. That's crazy. We don't want you to get in trouble from other Muslims. Other Muslims are gonna takfir you for that. What? You're cutting out, yo. You're cutting out.
Oh my God. I feel like he knows where he has a bad area in
You
his
hear me
house
now?
and he's standing there on purpose.
Nah, I
You
swear to
gotta
God,
hear.
I ain't. I'm right by my brother, but it looks like the matter of fact, can I turn on my camera? Let me show you how the lights are flickering out. I think there's a storm out there.
Please
You
do.
hear me
Please
now?
turn the camera on, brother. Turn the camera on.
Yeah, I ain't lying to you. Give me 1 second.
Turn on. Let's see. Say what's up to everybody. Say what's up to everybody, cuz.
Is it that?
Hold on. I'm not seeing it.
Oh, watch it stop flickering, man. It was just flickering. I swear to God it was. Hold on.
You've been lying about lights
Just answer
flickering, bro. That's crazy.
424. Muslims will talk about anything but 424.
He's lying about lights flickering and everything, bro. That's crazy.
Bro, I swear to God it was flickering. I swear to God.
Come on,
Hand to God.
cuz. Come on, cuz.
Hey,
I got you.
Zandiq.
Hold on, cuz. Hold on. So
Come on,
anyway,
cuz.
Saji, you said 424. Let me read it out for you.
His
Please read
name
it.
is Ya, by the way. So you
No,
could
that Farsi, yeah.
you could expect Ya to say Ka. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So also forbidden. And by the way, after I'm done with Sajda, I want my rounds with the Shia that worship 12 Imam.
Wait. Yo, but wait a minute. Are you allowed to marry your Ka?
Say one more again for me, Scary.
Are you allowed to marry your Ka?
Yeah, brother, just like Jesus commanded it. Yeah.
Not
Okay.
only is he allowed to, but it's recommended in the Quran.
Recommended. It's
Yeah, I
got the
got you. Hey,
whole
Sajda, could we stick to
got
the
the
topic?
recipe in there. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, because we got DOS. You know what I'm saying?
424.
Sajda, we got a really important guest because he
Listen, you
worships 12
Zandiq.
Imam.
Bless the bottom.
Capital Q, okay?
Get with the program, bro.
Okay, y'all hear me?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we do.
Okay. So can I read it out loud for you, Sajda?
Please, yes.
Yeah. So also forbidden are married women except female captives in your possession. This is God's commandments to you, lawful to you are all hold on. Lawful to you are all Damn, brother, hold on. This is like really small. My bad. Stuff a lot.
Not your fault. Maybe it's weak.
Lawful to you are all beyond these, as long as you seek them within your wealth in a legal marriage, not in fornication. Give those you have consummated marriage with their due dowries. It is permissible to be mutually gracious regarding the set dowry. Surely God is all knowing, all wise.
All right, now,
So do you know the context of this?
right.
So if
I
you go
want
a
you
couple of verses before, you'll see a list of women that are lawful for married men to be with, okay? Now, in this list, Allah decides to mention married women who your right hands possess.
Yeah.
Why is it that you're allowed to take married women for yourselves?
So but it said also forbidden all married women except female captives in your possession.
Yes, so if you invade a city and you're taking SCX slaves, captive women, and they're married, they're lawful for you.
But it say lawful to you. But if you continue reading, it say lawful to you.
Can you do me a favor and pull up a few tafsir and read them? You can pick up like a few sheikhs, like do maybe like Ibn Kathir.
Well, hold
We
on.
do
Let
a
me turn on
few
my camera real quick
because
because
you're not a scholar.
yeah. But if you
You're
like,
gonna have to explain to me your epistemology. Like, how did you come to this understanding of the verse? And if you can't do that, brother, you're gonna have to go to scholars because these scholars know more than you.
yeah, I got you. But if you look at the verse I'm reading, right? Can you
I already
can you
know what
point
he's
it
going
over?
to do. He's going to conflate the first part of the sentence with the second
I
part
know
of the
that.
Brother,
sentence.
brother,
But
give
you
me the
know
big
who
Says
screen.
doesn't
beyond these.
conflate? You know who
You know where it
doesn't
says
Brother, give me the
beyond
big
conflate?
these?
screen, brother.
The
Hey, brother,
scholars.
scary. Give me the big screen. You
The
don't mind?
scholars don't conflate.
Brother, I
And then
want you to
also,
see, if
please
you're
keep in
reading
mind that
beyond
the
these,
Quran was
hold
not
on,
written
Sister
in
Sajida,
English.
hold on. Brother, if you're going to read anything that says we're beyond these, that means it has nothing to do with what Sister Sajida is pointing out, okay? I hope you get
Okay,
that.
so what am I reading then? That's the thing.
Just read the first part, and then after that, when it says beyond these, that means aside from this. That's what it means.
Wait, say it one more again for me.
Look, put the verse back on in
Put the
focus.
Arabic on, brother. Go to
No, it's
Quran.com,
fine. It's
I
fine.
y'all.
It's
don't got
fine.
a
It's fine.
computer on me. That's the thing.
It's fine. It's fine. It's the one he read initially. So where? All right. Where does it read? Where does it say? Forbidden are all married women. You see where it says?
Yeah,
Forbidden all married women except female captives in your possession. This is God's commandment to you. Period. Okay.
yeah.
Then it says, lawful to you are all beyond these. Right? That means that he's about to change the subject. You get? I hope you know that because this is a lot of people get it mixed up.
Brother, what hold on, what the hell you saying? Say it again.
Okay. Read the verse again, 24.
Yeah, 24. Also forbidden are married women except female captives in your
What does that
possession.
mean?
Possession.
Except
Okay.
female captives in your
Yeah,
possession.
except yeah.
So basically meaning that you're allowed to have
Married women.
that are your female captives.
Correct.
I mean, right, what's
You're
the issue?
breaking up.
What's the issue?
So as
Okay.
a
He just went full
woman,
Muslim right there.
right, as a woman,
Brother, I am full
I
Muslim. What the hell you want?
as a woman, yeah, as a woman, I have a major problem with this. I have a major problem with sleeping with female captives because we all know that in Islam, slaves don't have autonomy. Like they don't
Right,
have
but what I'm trying
the.
to tell
Hold on, I'm
you
not
is
Put
done.
me big screen. Put me big
Oh my
screen.
God, slaves don't have
yeah,
the right of consent.
I'll make it so easy.
Thank
go ahead.
you.
We can't see the wait. Give me 2 seconds.
Hey brother, give me
So in
Sister Sajda,
Islam,
you're just looking at this from a female point of view, right? That's what you're saying.
well, human point of view, all humans should have an issue with grape, right? But
yeah, okay,
unfortunately,
then
when it comes to
you should have an issue
Muslims,
with Deuteronomy, but go ahead.
no, why would I have an issue with Deuteronomy when a grape is punishable by death in Deuteronomy?
Are you kidding me, brother?
100%, I'm
Wait.
serious.
Okay, watch this.
Yeah, let the Shia go because we
So
gotta
if
address
you can't
12
even
Imam.
understand your Quran, what makes you think that you're going to understand the Torah?
Right, hold on. Let's go and get to the Shia.
Hold
and then
on.
we'll get back to you, Sergeant.
Okay,
Let's take a break.
turn off the chat just 2 seconds if you can, Scary, just so we can see the screen.
How do I do that?
Yeah, because we gotta address this 12 Imams.
Wait, cuz.
Go ahead, cuz.
We're
How do I
not
turn
done
off the
completing
chat?
the
I don't know how to
Torah.
turn off the chat.
Okay, no problem. I'll just read it then.
Ya
Just keep
Ali,
it
ya
up.
Ali,
You
ya
got too much
Ali.
faith.
That's
Ah,
what the
good, very
Shias be
good.
doing,
So
kid.
I
so
don't know why
everybody
you're screaming your Ali when your
take a
God tells you you
screenshot.
can grape women.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Hey,
Take it.
Sarge, this ain't your battle. You ain't no
Come
Shia.
on, cool.
Go ahead, Dose. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. I'll read cool. Now here, everybody take a screenshot of this. This is how 424 came down. This is the context of how 424 came down. Let's read it. Chapter. It is permissible to have intercourse with a female captive after it is established that she is not pregnant, and if she has a husband, then her marriage is annulled when she is captured. Okay? So if you're married to your wife
Yeah.
and I win a war and I take her because I so please, you're no longer married to her. I annul this. Good. Now
And she
let's
now
read what it
belongs
says.
to him.
Yeah. So Abu whatever reported that at the battle of whatever, the messenger sent an army to out us and encountered the enemy and fought them. Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Having overcome them and taking them captives, the companions of the Prophet seemed to refrain from having sexual intercourse with captive women because of their husbands being polytheists. So here you have the companions who captured women who were married, but their husbands that they just
Hey,
unalived
can
were
you?
poly.
Can
2
you
seconds,
put,
go. 2
brother?
seconds,
Hold
go.
on. Can you pick it up because I can't read it? Like pick up the screen. Like move the
Just look
bottom
it
part.
up. We can't because the comments are on.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
wait,
can't.
watch
I
this,
got the
watch this,
comments
watch
off.
this,
I
watch
just
this,
can't
watch
see it.
this.
The comments ain't even on. I got it off on my
Yeah,
side.
matter of fact, can I change the layout? Or maybe I could change the
Yeah.
layout.
It's just blurry on my
It's
side.
fine, it's fine, it's fine. Wait, it's fine. Stay like this. Watch this. I have a magic trick. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Okay, so here we
Yeah,
have it.
perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So now, here we've established the Prophet and the companions went to war. They unalived a group of people and they captured the women.
Yeah.
And the companions wanted to what do you call it, to do smacks basically with the women they just captured, but they were disgusted because they're like, their husbands are polytheists. And who intervened? God. God intervened and told them, of course you can have sex with them. And women already married, except those whom your right hand possess, they were lawful for them when their that period came to an end. So
Yeah.
this is how 424 was revealed,
Okay.
that the companions wanted to grape
Brother, get to the
the
point,
captive.
brother. We got the 12 imams we gotta address. Go ahead.
Totally mom is crazy.
Good. So do you agree with this story?
Yeah, I agree with it.
Here we go. You can take it from here,
Perfect.
Sajid.
It's done. I mean, there's no need for us to move forward, right? So
The comments on
this
panel.
is this is what it comes down to. I don't believe that the true God of the universe can
Well, hold on. Hold on.
be immoral. I'm
Okay,
not
hold on.
done. I'm
Hold
not
on.
done.
No, I'm not done because he had asked me a question, right? Then let me respond to him.
You literally said, "Go ahead."
Oh, yeah. Let me respond to the 12 imam real quick. So 12 imam.
Yeah.
Okay. I love the way you would say, yeah, when I address you as 12 imam.
Yo, you're a
Yeah.
hoot, bro.
Go ahead,
Hey,
Kerr.
brother. Hey, brother. You like that? He said, yeah, when I said 12 imams. He admitted he a polytheist. But anyway, though, so polytheist, listen up, right? So you said what you said, right?
That's what I said.
Right. And here's the thing, my brother, or my Shia in Christ, right? So, yeah,
Go ahead, my Hindu and Krishna,
my
whatever. Go
Hindu
ahead.
in Christ, whatever you is, brother, because I really don't even know what you is. But here's
No,
my
you're
thing.
the Hindu because your God is Shiva.
I got you, Sandra. Hold on. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you.
Bro, get to the point, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, I get to the point. So my thing is this though, like all jokes aside, if we're being realistic, how often is we going to war? How often is we getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, how often is
How
Muslims have been in
often?
war for 1400 years,
Yeah,
ever since Muhammad decided to become a false
bro.
prophet.
The entire Middle East is in war. What are you
What
talking?
is he talking about? This guy's on CRICK.
They're all fighting something at some point.
Right, but I'm saying like the condition, right? The condition is in war. The context is in war. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
Like,
yeah,
carried that
like
out on October 7th. They invaded Israel and took right-hand
yeah,
possessions. What
they
are you talking
exactly,
about?
yeah, yeah. It's happening live.
October 7th of 2023. They do it to Yazidi girls all around Iraq. They do it to girls in Afghanistan. What are you talking about? What are you going on about?
Yeah, it's normal.
They do it to the girls in Egypt, the Coptic Christian girls. What are you going on about?
but here's my thing though, and this could be maybe my ignorance, right?
Millions upon millions
Oh my
upon
goodness, can I
millions
respond? Like,
of women
we
are
got
suffering because of Allah's book.
like, look, my daughter in Christ. Hold on.
Just because you're acting like a sloppy mess isn't going to make this problem go away for you.
I
Because
ain't
you
acting
came up,
sloppy.
no, you came up on this panel challenging me
No,
leaving
I challenge your
Islam.
black card
And
because you said
this
you was
is
half black,
only
and I don't
one,
tolerate that.
the only reason why we're having this discussion
I
with
came
you.
up for the black card purpose.
Nope. The only reason why we're having this discussion with you is because you made it about me leaving Islam, right? And this is just one point. We haven't gotten to the other verses. We haven't gone to the historical issues, the scientific issues. We haven't gone into the plagiarism. This is just one verse that you were unable to debunk. And then you still want to sit there and judge me for leaving an immoral
Sarge,
book
I'm not. Hold on, Sarge.
that has a false God
But Sarge,
and a
hold
false
on.
prophet.
You gotta.
I find that very funny, guys.
But Sarge, you gotta remember, I specifically said I wasn't judging because remember I said I retract my statement. I said I understand your experience. So I'm not really judging you. I'm just saying like I can't really feel your.
I don't care about being judged. You challenged my faith, and I absolutely destroyed you, and you couldn't defend your faith.
You didn't destroy me.
That's the problem here. Yeah, you couldn't defend it.
No. Okay, look, Sergeant. We was having a conversation, right?
You still haven't defended 424. You actually conceded. You said, yeah, it says that, and I don't have a problem with it.
Okay, let me respond.
Which means that you're okay with kidnapping girls and raping them.
I got you, my daughter.
You're okay with having right-hand possessions. You're actually grateful that Allah bestowed this right upon you.
SubhanAllah, man. Okay, can I respond to it?
I close my case.
The case.
Thank you for proving my point.
But
everyone should leave Islam, especially women.
Did I adjourn the courtroom? I did not, and I don't think Scary Hours did either.
Hey, it's her craze, brother. She wants to close it. You kind of did waffle. You kind of did fumble it. I'm not gonna lie.
I did fumble. Okay, then if I fumbled the bad. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, that's just like it. I felt like the discussion was like a pure to emotion because that she felt some type of way.
But this is the problem with you Muslims is there's nothing wrong with somebody saying this feels like a shit religion. What's wrong with saying that?
Well, I'm not. That's the thing, though, Scary. I'm not saying that, but it's like when you say I fumbled it, you can't really win an emotional argument.
Wait, but Scary, how does one saying that I'm against grape appealing to your emotion?
Yeah, because he's literally trying to say, Sajid, this is what all Muslims do. They say, prove that grape is actually wrong. That's what they.
That is disgusting.
I didn't say that.
That's what
that is disgusting.
But see, hold on. Where in the Quran
Monsters.
where does it condone grape? Because you confuse the Quran for Deuteronomy.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So he can't just use his own brain to say, you know what, we shouldn't do that. He needs a piece of paper to tell him that he shouldn't do that. That's the thing.
But the Quran doesn't condone grape. Where does it say?
Can you show us within Islam's corpus, like the hadith, the jurisprudence, any of it, the Quran?
I can show you this. Actually.
Where a slave has
the
right of consent.
Hold on. Okay,
I can show you this. I'll show you this.
Can you show me where slaves have a right of consent?
Sergeant, let me respond to you real quick. All right, let me pull up. I'm just gonna pull up the verse really quick for you. All right, give me 1 sec.
Have you seen the average auto insurance?
I'm gonna show you.
But I got insurance, cut.
You got insurance though?
I find that hard to believe.
What's happening?
He's looking for.
Yo, hey, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's good, cut?
Long time, bro. Long time.
Long time, cut. Who is this, K?
This is K, bro.
Hey, brother, where the hell you been?
I've been here, bro. Where the hell have you been?
Hey, be nice to K, guys. He had a bad day today. Egypt lost.
Brother, I knew K from a while,
bro. I've been crashing out all day, bro. We got
I'm
robbed.
sorry, I secretly celebrated with all that.
I don't understand. Hey, I don't understand. They're all Muslim.
I love you,
and you're rooting for them. How did that happen?
Well,
What's up,
I'm still
cuz?
Egyptian. Still
What's
Hey,
Egyptian.
up,
I
what's
still
cuz?
have
good,
the,
cuz?
the Quranic
You're
What's
rooting
side.
for
good,
Muslims.
cuz?
You're
We
rooting
got
for
the whole
Muslims.
crew on the panel.
Hmm?
Why are you acting like he's besties with you guys?
No,
Because
bro, I love Hey Hey,
I
bro.
know K from a while, and I be talking about my blood. I talk to him all the time.
No, I know. I see you over there. They really like you, hey, hey.
Hey Hey's cool, bro. I've been baking him for
Yeah.
2 years, so he
Yeah, I
takes
know.
it well.
Hey, but okay,
He
hold
done
on.
got
So
baked by everybody, okay?
yeah, but hold on though, Sandra. Back to your point, right?
Take by
In
blood.
that same verse, right? What does it say? It say also forbidden all married women except female captives in your possession. This is God's commandment, right? And then lawful to you are all beyond these as long as you seek them with your wealth in a legal
I knew he was
marriage.
gonna do this.
I
Yeah.
know. He
Remember
already
when I
addressed
told you
this.
when it says beyond these, that means it's no longer talking about your captives.
Scary, why am I in your nose?
Bro,
Welcome, welcome.
it's literally what the host say. It's literally what the host said. You can have, bro, you even have in the exegete it says you can have one wife and 100 concubines if you want to.
As
Cap.
many as you can afford.
But hold on. Explain the part where it say lawful to you all beyond these. What you mean by that?
Beyond,
He's
be,
saying beyond your captives, out meaning aside from your captives, whoever
yeah.
you marry, you have to marry them lawfully. That's what he's saying. Now let me show you
But
this real
there's
quick.
nowhere in the Quran that says you have to actually marry your right hand possessions to have sex with them.
It's in
You
fact it's the
definitely don't.
opposite because
Yeah.
I'll bring you
Oh
another
yeah,
verse.
please, Shabbat Ali. This
Watch
guy is
this.
so honest with the teachings of
Watch this,
Islam.
brother. Watch this, brother.
Okay,
And
Look
go
at
he's
ahead.
this.
Sunni. He's
This is
Sunni.
for
And he's being interviewed by his daughter, by the way. I want to make that
this
clear.
is for
Yeah.
you.
Anyways,
This is for
No
you.
way.
Yeah. This is
Yeah, that's
about
his daughter.
yeah.
this is about consent of the captives. For anybody who's gonna say, "Oh yeah, but they're slaves, but they still have freedom of choice." Okay, let's
Yeah,
read.
but hey, mute up. Don't interrupt the recording.
Please, please,
Yeah,
no
go ahead. Go
panicking
ahead.
here. Everybody, mute up. Yeah, mute up.
Number of concubines, which refer to women who are basically have
Hold on, I press the button.
they have slave status when they are owned by her master. A woman owned by her master has to freely give herself to the master. The master has the right to have sexual relations with her as though she were one of his wives.
And does consent play into this at all, or can we?
The understanding is that by virtue of the fact that she's owned, she does not have the right to consent. Or to withhold herself from her master. The master has the full right over her, and her consent does not play anything in this relationship.
So what?
Cool. Any questions? Yeah.
Which video is this?
This is let me see. This is just a clip, and
Or just give
Find
me
the
the
full
channel name.
interview. You could find the
it's
full interview on YouTube.
Yeah, DOS is like, this is gonna be featured in my next video.
It's
No,
got to be
because
featured,
you
especially with the
know
way you edit stuff.
Aya and her, the Quranist girl. They say, "Oh, to which scholar can we turn?" And the comments say, "Oh, there's this guy."
yep.
And then if you show it to them, boom,
Shabbat
another one
Ali.
under the bus. Yes,
They say that they can rely on Shabbat Ali.
yes.
Yo, this guy's an absolute literist. Like he takes like the Quran so literally. It's
He's
crazy.
the opposite. He's very liberal with his interpretation.
You think that was liberal?
Yes.
That's the sad part.
You mean there are people that are
that's the
harsher than
point.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That's pretty harsh because he literally said that right hand possessions do not have the right of consent. And he's not making that up. I can bring you books upon books that agree with this. Islamic law agrees with this.
I
The
mean, it would
consensus
be
is
silly to
this.
say that you have a slave who could tell you no. That would be crazy. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of slave is that?
So again, I rest my case, right?
Did
So
he?
genuine question. Yeah, or or whatever. Bubba.
Yarka.
Yeah. Anyway, frick. What was my question? Oh, is SA a major sin in Islam?
Brother, what kind of question is that, brother? Yeah.
Okay, so if it's the case, Muhammad sleeps with a concubine without consent, Muhammad would commit a major sin, right? Because sexual, sexual stuff without consent would be considered SA.
I mean, is that the case? Is that what happened?
Well, by virtue of him having a concubine, that would be the case. Yeah, that would be the reality.
I just want to know, yo, what do you got to say about that video, real quick?
I mean, yeah. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you, right?
Please don't.
At the end of the day,
At daybreak.
I mean, yeah, like at the end of the day, right? Like it's the end of the day where I'm at, right? But
I'm done.
It's like
in the last third of the night. Okay, got you. Okay.
Well,
it's like midnight.
Here's the point. Here's the point. Yeah, right. So
you gotta let me respond though, right? I'm just saying, like,
okay.
I watched that video, right? And how could I say this, like, without like,
alhamdulillah, that's what you can say, brother.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, do I think it's weird? Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Okay.
You know, I think, and my thing is this. I can't really engage with it. It don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't sit there and say.
It don't sit right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't sit right.
Good.
You know
feel that. Because that's the point. That's the point, right? The point is.
But here's the thing, though. Hold on, Bob Blood. But hold on. I'm gonna finish by saying.
I'll let you go. Yeah, finish.
When I say it don't really sit right with me, it could be too that like maybe I want to engage with this. I am kind of curious to engage with this topic with some more like well-versed Muslims, right? But that topic is. Because I got a daughter, right? I got a daughter and 2 sons. That one just like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
that hits. I got 3 daughters.
You get what I'm trying to tell you? Like
yeah, no, 100%. Like so like I said, the point I was making is if you agree SA is a major sin within Islam, it's not a minor sin. And the Prophet had concubines. And concubines, by the very nature of what they are, they're not wives. There's something that distinguishes them. And because they're not wives, he's able to have them as his right-hand possession. And whether they consent or not is now what's going to present the problem. Because then you have the Prophet committing a major sin. And if the Prophet commits a major sin, he's not a prophet. And if he's not a prophet, Islam is false. Like those are all the logical strength.
Yeah, but
my God, run it, DOS.
Hold on, let me respond back to Bob Blood, right? So Bob Blood, what I mean by like I think the conversation is weird, the topic is a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It's a sensitive topic, especially if you got kids, right? Or especially if you got a daughter per se, right? And I don't know if anybody else on the panel got a daughter, but it's a sensitive topic if you do got one. And I guess Bob Blood got one, right?
I do.
Yeah, and Dose, you got one too, right? So
she does TikTok lives. She's called Orthodox Muslim. Go ahead.
Bad. Sit. Stay.
Wait, say that again?
No,
nothing. Just go on.
Ignore this Sunni Muslim over here.
Oh, you Sunni?
No. But I do want to say,
give me more.
He's making fun of him, y'all. He's making fun of him. Keep going.
Listen, when you're done,
okay,
I want to add something.
Still for Dose or Shia.
He do.
Keep going.
He does.
Wait,
he does.
Can I say something? Can I say
something? Sister, let y'all get it out, guys. Let y'all
get it out, and then I'm next.
Yeah, I'm gonna land the plane right here. And by the way, brother, come on, just really quick. I'm almost gonna land the plane. And Bob Blood, I'm not trying to like divert when I say this. When I say it's a sensitive topic, and it's sometimes, and especially being a Christian too, man. I mean, saying like everybody who know me knew I was a Christian for 30 years, or at least grew up in Christianity, right? Sometimes certain things don't make sense to me in scriptures, right? Like that verse, what we just talked about with the video that Scary played. If I'm keeping that band with everybody, it's weird to me, right? But at the same time, I don't want to lean on my own understanding. What do I mean by that, right? Just like when we take Deuteronomy, I think it's weird as hell that God said, and mind you, I believe in that God reveals certain things in the Bible, right? When God say, if a man grapes a woman, he must be forced to marry her. I think that's weird too, but at the same time, that could be just me leaning on my own understanding. So that's sometimes that's why I think it's like something. I think this it could get weird. You know what I mean?
All right, my turn.
Hang on, brother.
My turn. Okay, so as far as Deuteronomy is concerned, you are 100% leaning on your own understanding, because the verses before that literally says that grape is punishable by death. The verse that you're speaking of, even in the Hebrew, it's talking about it in a consensual way. Also, this is a repeated law, which means you could find it being said somewhere else. When you go to Exodus 19, you can clearly see that it's not a forced marriage. This is talking about... I'm not done. This is talking about a man who's trying to swindle a girl into sleeping with him and has the intentions of walking off into the sunset. This verse is actually protecting a woman from that happening to them. But I don't want to stay here because this is not about us. This is about you, because you made it about me leaving Islam. I want to add a deeper layer to chapter 4, verse 24, which is even more horrifying than chapter 4, verse 24. So we all know that in Islam, there's a waiting period after divorce. It's called an iddah. Right? In Islam, they have the same thing for right-hand possessions, and it's called istibara, okay? And their waiting period is either 1 menstrual cycle or 1 month. And then when that passes, she could be resold. Now, just like chapter 65:4 in iddah can be applied to a prepubescent girl or a girl who's too young and has not menstruated yet, the same goes for a right-hand possession. Istibara can be placed on a young girl who has not reached the years of menstruation, which means that these little girls are getting graped and resold, graped and resold, graped and resold. And Allah told them that this is okay. That's why I say that this religion is from the depths of hell. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So the next time you think about judging anyone for leaving Islam, you need to think about it before you do it, because this is just scratching the surface. I haven't even gone that deep into what your Allah actually, the rights that he bestows upon you Muslim men. So it's not just wives. It's not just an issue because she just happens to be married and now this is adultery. You're graping another man's wife. You're coveting your neighbor's wife, which is literally going against one of the commandments. Okay, that was revealed to us in the Torah. Your Allah tells you that it's okay to take another man's wife and grape her, but it doesn't end there. You can do it to any woman that's not a Muslim, that's not from your freaking tribe. You invade a land, you can take any female and take her and treat her as your SCX slave and resell her amongst your friends and your tribe. That's disgusting.
Let me add to that too, just for context, for all the Christians to understand something, and for you, bro. Why? You're talking about the Bronze and Iron Age of human civilization, right? When God instated certain rules for the Jews to separate them apart from every other tribe, from every other culture, from every other religion, everything. So you're not talking about a time where there's police, where there's governments, where there's none of this kind of thing. There's not these institutions to protect the homeless, any of these things. Nothing. So God instantiated rules among the Jews that became a kind of standard for them to follow, to set them apart. So God's people were set apart by divine law. The problem you have Islamically is we've gone from that, and then the Gentiles being put into this covenant, and then Jesus coming and giving the final commandment, love your neighbor as yourself. On this I hang on all the law and all the prophets. Your one went in reverse, bro. You would have something to stand on, and I would leave Christianity if that rule was set for all times and all places, and Moses was the objective standard. We don't have that dilemma. Unfortunately for you, you do, because you believe Jesus did not commit minor or major sins. Therefore, his standard that he set and proclaimed, you've gone in reverse, bro. Whereas we've gone more tolerant, you've gone more intolerant, especially to non-Muslims. So Muhammad's come along, and now he's the objective standard of morality, something we've never externalized into a prophet. Yet Islam has done this. And you've gone and changed the teachings of Christ, who says to love your neighbor as yourself. This is inclusive of non-believers, by the way, not just believers. And you've reversed that now. So you've gone in reverse to us, bro, and you're complaining about, oh, the Old Testament has these laws. Sure, bro, 5,000 years ago is what we're discussing compared to today. But your example is for all times and all places, whether it's in 3035, bro. That's the dilemma you have to face. So this is disanalogous to our position. Disanalogous is just to say, bro, it's, you know, there's no conformity, there's no continuity, there's no parallels at all. Actually, it's the antithesis of the Bible. It's the antithesis of the teachings of Christ. You have no continuity, not even general confirmation. So what would you do with that now?
Brother, that was a whole lot of stuff said, man.
Brother,
Like,
yeah. Basically, what he said is that because of the teachings of Christ, we were able to, you know, move forward and not get stuck in the Bronze Age. So go ahead, address it.
okay, so what point am I addressing though? Is Saj's point or
No, go ahead. They're both pretty much saying the same thing. So just answer directly to apostolics. I would like to hear that.
Yeah, like dumb it down for me in Ebonics, if you don't mind.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what he
sure.
said is that what he said is that, let me just say, brother, because what he said is that because of the ruling, because of the Islamic paradigm, you guys can never move forward from Muhammad's example. Right? He is your standard of morality. In Christianity, the standard of morality is Jesus. So we're not stuck in the 7th century. We're not stuck in the time of Moses. You get that?
Right. I mean, I get that, but here's my response, and this could be like just my thought process on it, right? Like my understanding of Islam, and then Sajda would know this because it's also in the Quran, right? Where God tells the Muslims don't even get near zina, right? And Sajda, you know what zina is, right?
Yeah, that would be unlawful sex. However, a right-hand possession would not be unlawful to you because Allah bestowed the right upon Muslim men to be able to do that. So graping SCX slaves has nothing to do with zina.
Hold on. Remember when you was talking, you said I'm not
Zina
finished.
would be graping your aunt.
Hold on.
Hold on, wait. Well, yeah. Hold on. Are you saying that are you trying to use zina against Allah in this verse? Is that what you're saying?
No. If I could land the helicopter without getting, you know what I'm saying, like shot down at, let me finish my point, right? Because remember when I tried to cut off Sasha, she said I ain't finished.
Brother,
and
we
I
got
shut
you.
my mouth like a dog.
Are you trying
But
to
you
use
asked
zina?
me a question and I
Sister,
responded.
hold on. Brother, are you trying to use zina against this commandment or no?
No, let me establish the point. I'm not trying to use zina against the commandment. All I'm trying to say is this. What I'm saying is when God say don't even get near zina, right? I don't read the Quran and then go to that short verse, 424, whatever it was, right? And just say, oh, you know what? Yeah, I could. Yep. Let me go grape a girl. When my understanding of Islam is don't even get near zina, right?
So you are indeed using the commandment of zina against this command. That's what you are doing.
What you mean by my using it against?
You're trying to use one to refute the other.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, so that's that. How could you? Can somebody else take this, please? I can't.
Yeah, so this would not be considered zina, number one, because Allah has made it lawful to you. Zina is just unlawful SEX, right? So having SEX with like your aunt,
but Sasha, that's my point.
You're having a hard
but
time
I wasn't
understanding.
done either, though, and I got cut off.
So we're trying to explain it to you, and you're getting excited.
I know. We could do this easy. What's the verse again? It's 424, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because we could just show him the tafsir, and it explains it very simple. Here, brother.
We don't even need exegy, just simple logic. According to the book, if I go to war today, can I capture the wife of one of the soldiers and have my way with her? Yes or no?
Yeah, according to that verse, yeah.
Good. Very good. So this is lawful. Now, when you say, oh, but zina. What is that supposed to do in this context? Does that stop me from doing anything?
Oh, okay. So
Here, brother. Look, let me read this to you real
But he
quick.
conceded. He conceded already.
He did. He did.
Yeah, it's over. This conversation's been over.
It's fine,
We
guys. It's
just,
fine, guys. Sajid, be nice, please. He's not being
I am
unreasonable.
being nice.
Okay, but you're just trying to like this conversation's over. It's not over. All right, look. Provided you seek them with a dowry. You see that you follow me, yo?
yeah.
This is the explanation of that verse. Provided you seek them with a dowry from your property. You're from your property, desiring chastity, not fornication. Meaning you are allowed to use your money to marry up to 4 wives. You with me? You can
Yeah.
marry up to 4 wives with all your money, and for the purchase of as many female slaves as you like.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
So that's not zina. That's what I'm explaining to you.
okay, then I'll stand corrected then. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, yeah. I mean,
So sex slavery is allowed in Islam.
Okay, so your last excuse is now out the window, right? Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Look, at the end of the day, I'm saying like I could read it, and I do gotta stay on my word. I stand corrected. It's just it is. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you.
What it is.
Yeah, I'm saying it is like it ain't even so
Allahu
much.
A'lam.
It ain't even so much. It is what it is. It's more so like I'm kind of just like I don't really got like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like it's more like damn, I really can't really say nothing right now. You know what I mean? Like I don't got nothing to say. You know what I mean? Like
It's okay.
No, but I
cool.
respect that because you're not defending it. Like what you're doing is you're just taking in all this information and trying to make sense of it in your head, right? And trying to figure out like maybe it would fall under zina. No, zina would be like, sleeping with your aunt or an unlawful woman that Allah already listed in the Quran for you. That would be considered zina. But this whole like idea of adultery or cheating doesn't come for Muslim men unless he sleeps with another Muslim man's wife. Then it would be deemed as adultery. Other than that, he's allowed to take non-Muslim men's wife as his right-hand possession. So I get why your brain went that way, but when you go deep into Islam and study it, that's not the case. But I respect that you see that it's not moral and you're saying you don't have anything to say to it because you can't defend it. It's indefensible, brother.
yeah, I mean, look, like the way I could really like, what am I trying to say? Like, I ain't gonna lie, brother. Like,
You don't want to be a Muslim no more.
no, it ain't. Nah, it ain't that. It's just like,
Why would you worship a God that allows all this?
but hold on. What I'm trying to say is like
your Allah is allowing what Epstein did.
It's how could I say this? It's like, damn, I don't even know what I like. I got it in my head, but I can't get the words out. It's like,
Okay, bro. Come back
Das, hold
another
on,
time.
Das, Das, hold on. Relax, Das, relax.
yeah, I mean, it's just like I don't
This
really.
is hard to stomach, right? Yeah.
It's more so. It's a lot to process and take
Yes,
in.
it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like for me to give you a response, like immediately on this one, and I ain't gonna lie to you, it's like
You gotta study it.
Yeah, I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta study.
I want you to study it. I really want you to take a deep dive specifically on the topic of right-hand possessions. And I want you to go to the 4 madhabs, the schools of thought, and see what the consensus there is, what the jurisprudence is, how this would be adjudicated under a caliphate, how you find it in the Islamic world today. And go read the history, not for nothing, like when you study the history of the Middle East, millions of females, and I'm going to say females because it applies to little girls too, were taken as sex slaves. Like the most recent, I would say in masses where I could say millions would be under the Ottoman Empire. Millions were unalived, millions were taken. The boys were turned into soldiers, the girls were turned into SCX slaves.
Yeah, look.
Even if they hadn't gotten to an age where they menstruated yet. So we're talking about girls who haven't reached the years of menstruation. So we're talking about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little girls.
Yeah. I got you. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think this was like I think I'm tapped out, brother. Like, but I'll say this: I will look into this one. I'll have some conversation. I'll do. You know what I'm saying? I know I'll be joking a lot and stuff like that, but I'll look into it. I never really looked this deep into this, like this kind of this section of like
Yeah,
my
there's
religion.
there's more to talk about this topic. So go learn whatever you need to learn, and then come ask us, and we'll give you some more information on it.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say, yeah.
No, I
Look,
was just gonna say, like, do you agree that if what we told you was true, would you agree that my argument would follow?
what was your argument again?
It would just be something like this. If I formalized it, it would be like if SA occurs without or if sexual intercourse occurs without consent, then it is SA. Muhammad had sexual intercourse without consent, therefore Muhammad committed SA. And then from that, you would go into the next argument. If Muhammad commits SA, then it's going to be the case Muhammad committed major sin. Muhammad committed SA, therefore it's major sin. If Muhammad commits major sin, therefore Islam is false. Would be just like, well, that's the informal version, but
Only
I
bought
get
by
where you're
blood.
going with that.
the
Only
long
bought by blood will
the,
bring a P and not P in this moment. I swear to God.
No,
no,
I do appreciate
the short
that.
the short
but
version
bought
is
by
just
blood,
that.
you do understand that in Islam, doing that to a right hand possession,
This is not a
it's
major
not
sin.
considered.
Yeah.
No, it's not considered grape
It's not even
because she
considered
doesn't
anything.
have the right of
that's
consent,
the grape part.
right? But they don't consider it grape. It's not grape to them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe I could ask that question.
Yeah, that would be better.
Would you consider that grape if you're having intercourse with someone without their consent?
And obviously, if we're normal, the answer to that is yes.
The answer is like yes. Like regardless of how Muslims try to spin it, it's like, oh well, because then you're just going to run into another issue. Okay, why is it the case that someone who's not your right hand possession, it's grape in this case if the action is identical to the action in a slave's case? Grape is just going to be understood as something that is, intercourse without consent. That's the very point of the word.
Yeah, for the guy in the comments, who's asking for that hadith, brother, we're not reading hadith, we're reading Quran right now. Keep going, Bob. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the point, I'm sorry, just put it in this sense. If Muhammad committed a major sin, prophets can't commit major sins, and if prophets commit major sins, then Islam is false. Right? That's the argument I'm asking you, that if what we've told you is true, goes through, then you would have to agree with that, right?
Yeah. Like I said, brother, I'm gonna look into this one. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, this one kind of hurt my head, brother. And you guys did it late at night. I wasn't really expecting this kind of debate, but yeah, I'm gonna look into it. I'll put it down in my notes. 424. I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna
But
talk.
can I ask you a question though?
Good stuff, Ka.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Why are you acting like you haven't had this exact discussion with the Word and I, with me on his panel too?
When did we have that discussion?
We've spoken to you about right hand possessions and gone through all of this and taken a deeper dive, and you've told us that you're going to take a look into it and come back. Now, here's the thing. The reason why I didn't mention this earlier and I allowed for the whole conversation to go through is because we have an audience of almost 90 people, and it's important to educate everybody so that they can learn the truth of Islam, so they don't get swindled to becoming a Western woman that reverts into the darkness that came from the pits of hell. They're getting swindled by lies, right? That's why I allowed the conversation to go. But you and I, on Hurricane's Live, on Hurricane's Live, we've had this discussion
guys,
too.
we don't have to rag him right now. He's
No, it's okay. I'm just saying.
Because at this point, I don't know what